약간 생각해야 되거든. 그거는 진짜 GRE 볼 때 미국에서 조금 생각해요. 왜냐면 그게 어차피 헷갈리게 만들어 놓은 문제니까 미국에서 생각하거든. 조금 까다로운 문제는. 그러면 최대한 빨리 풀어볼게. 얼마나 푸는지 봐봐. 그렇게 막 이상하게 넣지 않아야 더 나은 것 같아. I viewed his passing on me for promotion as a personal insult. affront가 되겠네. 정답 찾았어요. 한 번도 푼 적 없어요. It means insult. Why would he actually skip me for? Ja, ich wirklich bedachte mich, dass seine eigene fahrlässige Handlung zu skippieren mich als eine Schweinsteigerung, Empörsteigerung. Ich persönlich denke, hält das für Affront? Definitely the answer is affront. No, I know the difference. It's really easy. What do you mean by that? Enmity is really a hostility. My answer is very clear. I said affront. I got it, right? I can explain it. Enmity is really different. It's really a hatred. I took it as an insult. That's the real thing. Can't you not actually see that? Excuse me, what do you take me for? Das meinte, ich wirklich hätte, ich hatte gehalten, diese vorbeigehende Chancen zu befassen, eine Empörsteigerung. Bei Ihnen für eine persönliche Affront. Das klingt mir sehr, sehr unbekömmlich. Das klingt mir ein bisschen unruhigend, wie eine persönliche Affront. Das gab mir ein entsetzliches Gefühl. Ist das so? Ja, das ist ganz einfach. Oh, I need to think about it. I said immediately affront. Enmity, not really enmity. This word doesn't really like hatred. Enmity. It's not enmity. Enmity. Yeah. It's not enmity. It's not enmity. Enmity. Right? Enmity. Right? It's not enmity. Affront, enmity. Right? Not enmity. No, enmity. It's really easy. I mean, everyone thinks it's easy. Come very close, Enmity is really hatred. It's a personally, very deeply rooted feeling of hatred and abomination. But think about it. He actually considered, it's really a similar situation. This line was actually indeed in the German movie called A Murder with Motive. Do you remember this movie? Ein Mörder mit Absicht oder Aussicht. At least in a motivated murder, right? If you ever actually see the movie, he actually skipped it. He actually passed me on considering my candidacy as my candidacy for promotion. He just actually skipped it. He'd never even considered me. He actually, and skipped on me. He stood me on the chance of me being promoted. That's it. Das meinte, ich wirklich sah, dass seine Verspielung meine Angelegenheit nein, nicht promovieren. Meine Angelegenheit für Emporsteigerung als nicht mir als eine persönliche Affront, denn das wäre sehr wahnsinnige unerträglich, weil das attackiert meine Qualifikationen, dann das heißt einfach enmity is really like personal hatred, das ist Hass, das hat gar nichts eine bestimmte ähnliche Meinung, nein. Those in charge most possess a great blank emotions are the death. 여기서는 poise가 되죠. Definitely the answer is a poise. Poise is equanimity. It is sang-froid. Anonymity. Not really anonymity. Poise is equanimity. That means you should actually remain really calm. Dann müssen sie auf jeden Preis, diejenigen, die eine Macht üben könnten, sollten besitzen eine große Kontrollfähigkeit. Ja, ihre eigenen Emotionen zu zügeln. Weil Emotionen, ausgelassene Emotionen sind ein Tod der Führungskraft. Ja, das ist nicht gut. Not at all. That's einfach. Poise, it's really easy. Equanimity and sang-froid. I said, yeah. 진짜요. 진짜 쉬운데. 처음부터 맞았었는데. He's a blank and high pressure situation is admirable. 여기서는 equanimity가 되겠네요. Here the answer is equanimity. This is emotional equilibrium. I'm not lying, I'm not faking it. Diese wird nicht eine medizinische hohe Blutdrucksituation. Even mit dieser Druck weiter wachsend in diesem Pulverphase. Seine eigene emotionale Equilibrium oder Equanimität ist eine großartige Sache. Ja, das würde benennenswert. Ja, wirklich, niemand kann wirklich bleiben so hochig. Ja, sehr schwer in dieser Situation zu hoch bringen, ihre eigene Fassung. Das wird sehr, sehr herausfordernd, besonders mit dieser wirklich angespannte Situation. I have to go. It's really easy. Grandpa as jovial as ever was not blanking. Curmudgeon. I'm actually studying German right now. Everything is a German. I also saying, you think that I'm actually cheating? This is really German. Curmudgeon is similar to Harridan. Harridan is a really nasty person who has a tendency to actually yell. Like, I can actually write down all different words for curmudgeon. Like cantankerous or what? Crotchety, not naughty, crotchety, and cantankerous or a little bit moody, sensitive, easily hurt. This is a little bit similar, but not really exactly same. Cantankerous or crotchety or irritable. Yeah, irritable or touchy, testy. Yeah, or even touchy. Motechi like this, and also cantankerous crotchety 또 있었는데. What do we have? Let me think. Conversion. Easily angered니까. Easily annoyed, angered. Grouchy, grumbler, or even boorish, churlish, like this, cantankerous, crotchety. Not naughty, naughty. Naughty situation is complicated. Crotchety. Crotchety. Touchy, irritable, touchy, testy. Oh, he gets a testy. And Senator Dianne Feinstein gets testy in front of student reporters who literally bombed her with a variety of questions about environmental protection law. Like this, easily irritable or cantankerous, grouchy. What do we have? I used to really know more. Grumbling. Harried and or shrew. These are for women, old women. It's easy. Easily annoyed, irritated, crispation is also. Yeah, that's a really. I mean, I'm really sorry. Though I know more words, but I cannot really think of it right now. Yeah, no, Convergent is really similar to women's version Harridan, who is really nasty in terms of the mood, who would easily yell at someone, who would be quickly angered and agitated, like emotionally a little bit sensitive. It's really different. Sensitive, you can actually, it could go both ways. Emotionally, very vulnerable. So one has a capacity to feel many different feelings. Second meaning is one has a really temper tantrum. Yeah, temperamental. But the answer is very clear here. I have no doubt. I said immediately conversion is the answer. Yeah. It's the easy one. 여기 건 다 쉬운 거예요. The significance of Magna Carta lies not in blanket provision, but its a broader impact. It made the king subject to the law. 그럼 여기서는 broader impact이니까 much greater. 그러면은 finite provision, revolutionary provision, implicit provision. 이거는 specific이 더 낫지 않아? Specific provision. Eine Bedeutung der Magna Carta wirklich liegt nicht an den spezifischen Provisionen, das meint Bedingungen, aber in einer erweiterten Wirkung. Das macht der Könige gefestigt Gesetze. Implicit provisions. Specific 어떤 정확한 provision 중요한 게 아니라 전체 context 중요한 거지. 그렇지, 이렇게 돼야지. Yeah, the answer is a specific. I can explain it. It's really true, right? Yeah, it's very clear. Because of course, this literally itemized and enumerated clauses are very meaningful. However, what's been so groundbreaking and barrier busting in the sense of Magna Carta is really more like making the very untouchable, above the fray king vulnerable to the law. Then in the face of law, no one is above the law, at least, that can be theoretically protected. That's really the almost the landmark and the groundbreaking significance of the Magna Carta. Of course, each line clauses one should follow the law, or every humans are equal. Like, every human being is equal. Like this, every human is equal. Of course, this type of specified clauses we call itemized. Itemized, all different itemized clause. Each and every one of itemized clause is very important. Each article means so much. There is no such an article that might actually be deserted and discounted when it comes to its meaning. But the problem is, what's been so sticking out to make this chart so significant and almost like, legendary, is that there is a much deeper meaning coming from the entire context. That means almost omnipotent king could even be liable to the legal clauses. That could be what has been at least theoretically applied for the first time. Then this is a very meaningful. So in this case, in a broader context, the broader impact is really more like general. That diese wieder ein allgemeine und nicht pauschalisierte, aber allgemeine Bedeutung. Also eine bahnbrechende Wichtigkeit ist, der König also gesetzlich zur Verantwortung der König also würde gefragt zur Verantwortung wegen dieser Magna Carta. Das ist er. Das meinte, egal wie theoretisch dieses Begriff wird, aber das würde bislang der König hatte gegolten als allmächtiger und nicht vulnerabel, wie eine göttliche Figur. Aber dieser wirklich Brite, eine bislang ein ewig dauerndes Konzept, dann das würde bahnbrechende Entwicklung. Deswegen jeder individuelle Klausel ist also wichtig, aber definitiv mit der allgemeiner oder ein bisschen verbreiteter Wichtigkeit deutlich überschreitet verschiedene individuelle Klauseln. Ja, die gesammelte Wirkung. Die Wirkung im Generell, im allgemeinen Sinn. Ja, das ist so. Deswegen dieser Bruder verweiterte allgemeiner wird eine Sache, die eine Kontraste oder eine Unterschiede machen könnte. Ganz im Gegenteil zu spezifischer, einziger Bedingungen. Das ist da. Deswegen specific is really the answer. It's not a difficult question. I don't think so. I do not think it's a difficult, not at all.